In today's video, we are going to be discussing choosing the right partner and having a life or a name outside your relationship. I initially planned to shoot a different topic, but then a lot has been going on in the past few months. Last month, it was some woman who had a misunderstanding with her husband. According to the story, it was just a 2-day misunderstanding, and she went ahead to remove her husband from her COS, certificate of sponsorship, that allows him to stay in the UK legally. Just last week, I heard about a man who brought his wife from Nigeria, and this man have literally turned the wife into a slave. She goes to work, gathers all the money and gives to the husband, while the man manages the finances. And according to the man, that she's going to pay him back the money he paid in bringing she and the children from Nigeria. So this woman goes shopping. They calculate the bill, she snaps and sends to the man. Then the man makes transfer directly to the merchandise, not even to her own account. And recently he told her that she should consider picking extra shifts because according to him, her money is not enough. And there's this other person, you're cheating on your wife, doesn't provide for her and your children, yet you're still beating her. So putting all these things together, I saw the need to talk to us as brothers and sisters. And this goes out to every man, boy, girl, woman, or lady out there, especially if you're not yet married. While it is naturally appealing or pleasing to settle down with a wealthy man, a handsome, tall, six-pack man, look beyond that. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it is not important. It is, but that should not be your primary focus or aim in choosing a life partner, especially as a young girl or a young man out there. Look beyond physical qualities or attributes and marry a nice man. In my last video, I talked about setting boundaries early in dating. It is important to set clear boundaries early in relationship, especially if you know that you want to settle with this man. Whether you're a man or you're a lady, you can agree with me that a lot is going on around the world recently. So there is need for peace in your home. There's need for you to go out there every day, face the chaos, come back home and embrace peace, and not the other way around. A relationship shouldn't feel like a battlefield. It shouldn't feel like slavery. And there's also a need to have a life outside your relationship. Now, I remember I was judged years ago because I set a goal for myself. I said to myself, I'm not going to settle down maritally until I have something tangible doing. Some people said, oh, she's too proud because she feels she's beautiful, she's pretty, she's going to grow old. But I know what I wanted with life. I know what I wanted with myself. I'm going to say this especially to the young ladies out there. Marriage is not an achievement. Marriage is not a trophy. Make sure, endeavor to have something doing for yourself before going into a man's house. No matter how little, but make sure that that thing is steady. Have a steady income, have a business, have a skill. Even if you didn't go to school, please make sure you have a skill. Sometimes men act out due to frustration. A man can't be paying the bills. A man can't be taking care of the children. A man can't be running the affairs of the home 100%, including taking care of you. And you expect the man to be forever loyal and happy in that marriage. Some of them might say, oh, I've got you. You don't need to work. Just stay at home and take care of my children. No. Some men will go as far as stopping you from working to stay back in the house and be a full-time housewife. My dear sister, it's gonna haunt you later. Like I said, my heart is so heavy that I felt the need to come talk to us today. Please, as a young lady out there, especially those that are not yet married and those that are planning to get married soon, have a steady income, have something you're doing. It doesn't necessarily have to run into millions, but endeavor to have something in your name before going into a man's house. The truth is, they might tell you it's fine now before the children start coming, before the responsibilities becomes bigger. And when it does, they are going to come back and haunt you with it. Indirectly or directly, behavior will change. Body language will start speaking. Don't be 100% dependent on a man. Even coming from the biblical aspects, the Bible said when God created Eve, he said, I will make you a woman. I will make you a helpmate. He did not say a dependent. He did not say a liability. He said a helpmate. Meaning you are there to help the man, not to be 100% dependent of the man. Regardless of how rich, how wealthy, or how well-to-do that man is. If a man is earning millions in a month and you covers a bill of 1,000, he's gonna appreciate it. Even you feel fulfilled within yourself. And that's the whole essence of you being a helpmate. Proverbs says that a virtuous woman considers a field and buys it for her husband. Now, how would you buy a field for your husband when you don't even have a job? When all you do down to buying biscuits is ask him to give me. You don't have no naira to your name. You don't have no pounds. You don't have no penny to your name. Everything is coming from the man. And that's why some men, when they get too frustrated, they start unleashing that on you. 100% of those men did not wake up to be a narcissist. Some situations pushed them into it, in as much as they might not want to own up to that outrightly. And that's why a man will wake up and turn you to a slave, because he feels he gave you a name. He feels you are indebted to him. And trust me, that's not the kind of marriage you want for yourself. That's bondage. That's modern day slavery. How do you explain a woman working a 12-hour shift and then remits all the money to you? She goes to the shop to buy something. She sends a screenshot and then you make a transfer to the vendors. It doesn't make sense. Have a name outside your relationship. Build something for yourself, and your future self will thank you for it. I know some women can also be, but it's common in women and it's understandable. I'm not here to apportion blames. Truth be told, as long as we are all human beings, we are all bound to feel frustrated at certain points in life. When the going gets tough, he feels you're adding to her problem. He feels, oh, if this woman was doing something for herself, this problem would have been half solved. So, my dear sisters and brothers, especially sisters, especially the young ones out there, do not allow peer pressure push you into a man's arms without having something for yourself. Again, make sure you have something tangible, something steady in your name before going into a man's house. And remember again, marriage is good, relationship is good, but it's not the ultimate prize. It's not the end goal. Build something for yourself. I remember hearing something very funny that one of my aunties told her daughter that she won't stay in her house beyond 25 years. That in our family, we don't pass 25 years before settling down. And she made reference to me that she shouldn't be like me that wants to get the whole world before settling down. When I heard that, I laughed. I wasn't looking for the whole world. I just wanted something for myself. I wanted to have a name for myself. I wanted my children to look back and say, oh, this woman is doing well to help our father. I wanted my husband to look at me and tell me, thank you. Thank you for being a helpmeet, not a liability. And I have no regrets whatsoever. So I'm urging you young ladies out there. Again, it doesn't have to be millions. It doesn't have to be billions. No matter how little it is, no matter how many millions a man is making, and you give him just few pounds, few nairas, few dollars, he's gonna value it more than his millions. All right, guys. So I'm going to end this here because I don't want this video to be too long. I believe a word is enough for the wise. Like I said, I didn't prepare for this, but I felt led in my spirit to put this out there. And I know it's going to speak to someone out there. Also do well to share this video for it to reach a lot of young people, young men, young women, especially young girls out there, before they make the mistake that they will regret in the future. I'll see you in the next one.